I'm going to demonstrate how to use oil pastel. It's good to either have a photograph that you're working from so that you can see the detail of the flowers. Here I have a rose. Here's a closed up rose a little bit better that you can see. I am going to look from either a photograph or the real rose that I am drawing from. This one I'm just going to take a peek at, and I'm noticing that it is pink. It has some light peach on it, and I will start coloring that in. What you want to do is, when you take your oil pastels, do not touch the oil pastel itself. You always want to hold on to the paper. They will get your fingers really, really messy. So the other thing you want to have is a piece of paper to protect the rest of your paper. I'm going to focus on the flowers at the very top. And so I'm going to start at this one. You want to start at the very top of your paper. Watch. I'm going to protect my paper. And I'm going to start coloring my base color of peach. If your pastel is dirty, you will want to just take a scrap piece of paper and clean it off a little bit. You don't have to get it perfectly clean. In fact, we like to see the different colors and layers. And so don't worry about cleaning it off totally. The different colors and layers will make it look more natural and more realistic. So I'm filling it in. Now this is just one color. I need to use at least 3 different colors. So what I will do is I need to peel this one a little bit. I will take my white oil pastel, and I'm gonna look for the lighter areas and just add some lightness on parts of my flower. Notice how you can make short marks, you can make big marks, long marks, it is up to you. So that's my second color. And then I am going to take maybe this pink, and I'm going to be very subtle with it, but I'm just looking at the kind of the wrinkly edge, although that's because my flower is dead. And I'm going to add a little bit more white on this edge to show that. Notice I am not just coloring it in with one color. I'm showing layers and textures. When I get to the green part, this I can see a little better. I'm not just going to use green. This is kind of a yellow green. I'm not just using one color of green. I'll take this. I'll color in a base color to get started. But then I'm going to take my dark green. Look at how dark this stem is. I'm going to make a shadow. And then I'm even going to take a little bit of white to lighten on the highlights. And then I'm going to take this reddish brown to show the shadows of the stem. Notice on that one stem, look at how more earthy it looks. It's not just a lime green. That's not what color you see on the real flower itself. I am trying to show what the flower actually looks like, and I am not just coloring it in one color. So don't touch what you color. It is very smudgy and messy. So that's why I want to keep my paper protected. So if I accidentally get my arm or finger in the oil pastel, I'm not going to smudge it on my artwork. Work from the top down. For this purple flower, I'm just going to look at the inside here. I have more of them facing me. And so when I notice the inside, I see yellow, but I also see some green. So I'm going to place down some yellow, keeping my paper below covered. But then it's not bright yellow, it's kind of a golden. So I'm going to do this actually peach color to make it a little bit more of a subtle golden color. And then I'm even going to take this orange-ish brown and make little dots to show some of the texture. You can do dots, you can do short strokes, you can do lines. I'm going to add some white to lighten it a little bit too. Then what I notice is green at the very tip of all the petals. And then it blends and it's kind of whitish. And then it fades to purple. So I'm going to start with white for a base. If something is white, you always want to color the white first, and then you can worry about adding the other color later. White, these oil pastels do not cover each other perfectly. Now I'm going to add my purple. Watch what happens when I blend this purple in. It's going to really start to look like those petals. Notice how my petals themselves have green, white, and purple or violet mixed together, and I can add the white to lighten it a little bit. We want to work to fill in the whole flower so we don't see the blue paper underneath. Now it's starting to take shape. It won't start looking great right away. It takes time. And I'm going to add a little bit more green and brown in the middle here. Look at how long I spent just on one flower. You are really going to take your time coloring your flowers and making sure you blend multiple colors into your flower. I don't want to see just the purple daisies with one color purple. You need to blend, show lines and textures. I see streaks on these flowers, lines. You want to do that as you color and draw.